What's up, you guys? Hey, welcome to Soft Spoken Scientist. Just wanted to start off by saying if you want extra practice problems like the ones in this video, and just even more, and many more, please check the description in the below. And in this video, we're going to learn how to solve percent problems step by step using algebra, okay? So let's start with this. Because we all know we got to work on percent problems because they can be a little bit of a doozy at first. So what does percent mean? Let's start with that. The word percent means per 100, okay? So when we see 25%, we can write it as 25 over 100 or as 0.25. Using fractions or decimals helps us turn percent problems into algebra problems. Okay, let's do practice problem 1, finding a percent of a number. What is 30% of 84? So I'm going to show you two ways to do it. I'll start with the first one. This is probably the way you're going to have to do it. The step 1 is write the percent as a decimal, okay? So you have 30%, convert it into a decimal. So it would be 0.30 because 30 divided by 100 is 0.30. Then you're going to multiply it by 80. And by doing that, you're going to solve it. And we know 8 times 3 is 24. And then because we're dealing with a decimal, 80 would only get smaller, so it's 24. So 30% of 80 is 24. The way I also see it is this trick can get you through a lot of them, but not all of them, so just bear with me here. So they said, what is 30% of 80, okay? We know that 10% of 80 is 8. Because it's if you minused it by 72, which is 90%, you would get 8. 10% of, I don't know, 90, you guys, what would that be? That'd be 9, right? So here's the deal. If 10% of 80 is 8, another 10 would be 16. Another 10% would be 24. Just add 8, right? That's one way to do it. And that's the other way of doing it. Let's try this one. Practice problem 2, finding what percent one number is of another. So 45 is what percent of 60? Step 1, let x be the percent. So write percent as over 100. So you have x over 100. Step 2, set up the equation percent of 60 equals 45. So 45 is what percent, percentage is always x over 100, of 60. So that all made sense, right? All right, so we have this formula. Now we just have to solve it. So we have 60x over 100. You multiply your numerators and you have it over the denominator equals 45. I'm going to multiply both sides by 100 because I want to get what x is. I do not need that denominator there. So I'm going to cancel 100 on both sides, on this side. And I have 60x equals 4,500. I multiply both sides by 100, you guys, because what I do on one side, I must do to the other. I'm going to divide both sides by 60. And whether you have a calculator, I know that 6 times 7.5, 6 times 7 is 42, right? But then I know 7.5 times 6 would get me 45. Because if I have 6 times 7, which is 42, if I add another 6, that'd be 48. But if I added a 3, then it'd be 7.5. Because 6 times 8 is 48. And then half of that 6 is 3. So 7.5 times 6 is 43. It's 45. If that makes sense. That's just like my way of doing math. I know, it's a little weird, but once you guys get more familiar with my channel, you'll see like I'm only trying to help you guys. Okay, so that's how I see it. Let me explain this right. So if I have 6 times 7 is 42. 6 times 8 is 48. You guys know what I'm trying to say. 6 times 7.5. So this is up to 6. What's half of 6? 3. 7 and 8 is 7.5. So by adding 3, it's 45. 6 times 7.5 is 45. That's how you could see it. So by doing that, I can cancel a 0 here and a 0 here. So you have 450 divided by 6, which is 75. And then 60 divided by 60 is 1, so you just get x, so x equals 75. So 45 is 75% of 60, okay? I was showing you the real way of doing it, and then I showed you like my little math on the side. But I'm assuming you would get a calculator for something like that. Okay, practice problem 3, finding the original number, right? So 25%, let's start with that. Write percent as a decimal. 25% equals 0.25. Okay, let's continue. 25% of a number is 40. So 25% of a number is a fancy way in math of saying equals 40. What is the number? Just divide both sides by 0.25 to get rid of that x, and you get x is equal to 160. So the original number is 160. Let's try this one. It's a percent increase. So it says increase 200 by 15%. So we have to find 15% of 200. So we have 0.15 times 200, which is 30. Okay. And if you guys want, I could do like a multiplication video. Just tell me how you what you need in the comments, and I'll deliver it. Just add the increase. So you have 200. You have to increase 200, which you have, by 15%, which is 30. So 200 plus 30 is 230. So 200 increased by 15% is 230. That was a lot, but by doing the original way and keeping my way in the back of your mind, maybe will be enough. I just do it like again, like with the 80, right? 10% is 8, and then just add 3 times, it's 30% of 80. Just like little things like that. Just kind of think of math in multiple ways. That's the beauty of math. There's multiple ways to seek a solution. So, take advantage of all your ways. Well, I thank you guys for watching. And again, if you want more practice, check out the link below. Please like and subscribe. I am a new channel. I would love it if you guys did that for me and for yourselves, because I think that my channel will really help with algebra, everything, and many, many more. So please stay tuned for more videos. And remember, STEM is for everybody, but especially you.